What is happening, guys? Staff Sergeant Masiba here, also known as R Chisel on social media, and welcome to another episode of US Army Basic Combat Training mini-series, Your Future Starts Here. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about the Forge. What is the Forge? What is the importance of the Forge in basic combat training? For those of you guys who do not know, the Forge is a brand new event that's being implemented right now all across the Army in all basic training sites. The Forge basically is a culminating event for Week 7 trainees about all the stuff that they learned the whole time they're in basic training. This will involve combatives, ruck marching from one point to another, firing weapons, pugil sticks, obstacle courses, land navigation, and many more. To summarize it, the Forge is basically that final requirement to see if a trainee will pass Army basic combat training and finally become a soldier.
25 Bravo to IT specialist. It's weird, I've been a mechanic my whole life and everyone thought I was going to go that route. But recently I got into computers and stuff and just wanted to find my own way in life. Everyone in my family's been a mechanic, so I just kind of wanted to take my own path. Behind me, we're actually getting ready for the Forge, which is the biggest event here. We start off with the Hammer, which is just about 5 or 6 mile ruck, and then we went on to the Anvil, which is about an 8. And this one's anywhere from 10 to 12 miles, and it's the biggest ruck. And all of our other rucks we've been doing throughout the day. This one's doing all our events at night, so we're actually preparing to leave at midnight tonight for that march. Long story short, me and my wife both actually joined. She leaves a week after I get back from basic, and we found out last year that we couldn't have kids, and we knew we weren't going to make our family any bigger, so we figured there's a bigger purpose of life than just working a 9 to 5, and now coming here I've realized I've made a huge family with all the guys I've met here. I tell myself it's the mental part's the hardest part of it, and it gets better. It honestly gets better, and you're going to meet people from all over the world, so get ready for it. I want to give a shout out to my wife mainly because she is my #1 fan, and she's leaving a week after me, so get ready because it's a roller coaster, and my mom and dad for being super supportive, and also my brother and sister because they're rooting for me, so thank all of y'all.
Private First Class, Ashley Maddox. I was born in Greenwood, Mississippi, but I now reside in Jackson, Mississippi. I have a 4-year-old, and I know that I needed to do whatever I needed to do to make sure that 4-year-old had the best life that he could have, and I knew the Army would provide a great avenue to do so. My MOS is a 91 Bravo, all-wheel vehicle mechanic. The hardest part for me has been the gas chamber. I don't like not having control and to not be able to breathe. Breathing is pretty important and kind of scared me a little bit. But once I got out, I realized I was just freaking out in my head. It wasn't that bad. Victory Tower has been my favorite moment. Coming off that wall, that was the best part. Well, you're 40 feet in the air. Either you're gonna get it or you ain't. But I got it, thankfully. Graduation. When we got here, fastest way out of here is graduation. And one of the drill sergeants told us that the process isn't fast, but quitting won't speed it up. And to know that graduation is right around the corner, just keep going, just keep pushing, you'll make it. Basic training has been hard, it has been challenging, it has been interesting. I've learned a lot about myself in basic training. Basic training will teach you things about yourself that you never thought you ever learned. It has even been fun. You meet new people, you do new challenging things. It has been exhilarating. The longest journeys start with the first step. You've already taken the first step, so every day that you keep going, you're one step closer to being finished. Just keep going and get it out of your head. Join, do it. It is the worst, best thing that you could ever do for yourself. It's gonna be hard, and some days you're not gonna wanna do it, but when you go to bed at night in the bay, and you lay there and you think about all the things that you've accomplished that day, it's the greatest feeling ever. You go to sleep proud as a peacock.
The final event of the Forge is a rite of passage ceremony where trainees put on their berets for the first time in basic training. This symbolizes that they are now soldiers.